In this video, I'm going to show you how to monitor your system from your smartphone. There is quite a bit of information to see, and having access to it can better help you understand your overall system health. So first things first, we want to download the SolarEdge monitoring app. So you can do this on your phone right here from your dashboard. And you will see yourself. Unless you're controlling multiple sites, you should only see yourself. So go ahead and click into yourself. So once you're logged in, what you see is your dashboard. On this, you have access to your overall system power on the top left, the current temperature on the right, your current real-time power generation below that in green, and then below that, you can see the power generated today, this month, and for all time. Below this, you have power by time. So you can choose power by day and see your actual real-time power generation. Below, you can see the time and you can see the kilowatt hours produced on the left. If you go to week, it'll show you the generation for every day this week. If you go to month, it'll show you everything for the month. And of course, year will show you everything for the year. If you've only had a system for a few months, obviously it won't be full. And lastly is billing. This is based on your billing cycle. Nothing really to worry about, unless you have problems with your monthly electric bill being higher than expected, in which case you can call us and we can work with you to get that fixed. Down below you have comparative energy. Once again, once you've had it for over a year, the years will be different colors. So this year would be green, last year would be pink, 2 years ago would be blue, and you can see how much you've generated compared to the month, quarter, or year before. And then lastly, on your dashboard, you have a quick little thing that shows you the equivalent trees that have been planted based on your solar production and the CO2 emissions that have been saved. This is your dashboard. Learn it, use it. The only other thing that you can monitor on this app is down below on the bottom right. If you click it, it'll bring you to your layout. And depending on your system, you have a logical layout and a physical layout. They are the exact same things. It's just the physical layout is how it's actually positioned on your roof, whereas the logical layout is just a string. So what can you do here? First off, you'll notice that you have your actual system in purple. That's your main service panel. That's where all the power is going. Next, you have your inverter, and you can see how many kilowatt hours it's producing at this given time. If you click on it, you can actually see its serial number, a little bit more general information about it. This is actually very useful. If you go down here, you can see the inverter status is in production. This is perfect. We want it to always be in production, but sometimes we'll see power limitations or fault. If you see this and we haven't caught it yet, please give us a call and then we can come out and fix it sooner. So going back, you also have your phase measurements. Now this is basically all the electricity that's going through it as far as amps, volts, watts. The one thing that's really interesting down at the bottom is the active power in watts. That's how much power you're actually generating at this given time. Xing out of that, you see all your strings. And what you'll notice is if you look at this during the day, especially high noon, you'll see all these panels are perfectly blue, and they should be pumping out around the actual size of your panel. So we can see that these are Pymar 315s. So they're not going to go above 315, but they're going to get pretty close. And depending on shade, clouds, just lack of sunlight during the day, you will see some that are much lower than others and some that are higher than others. The lower they are, the darker they will be. If there's a 0, it'll just be black. Now, if you do have a 0, that is definitely a situation where we need to come out and assess the system. It could just be a simple optimizer issue, or it could be the beginning of a bigger problem. Hail damage and any act of nature / God will cause situations that do need to be reassessed. At the same time, cleaning your solar panels every once in a while is also a good thing, because the dirtier they get, the less energy they'll produce. But if you do click on one, you can also see what model it is and a little bit of general information about it as to how much power is going through it. So on your physical layout, much like your logical layout, you have the exact same abilities. You can click your inverter and check its measurements and general information, and you can click your panels and see the general information. But your physical layout also tells you a lot more about your shading. As you can see on the left, these are getting a lot more sun right now, and it is 11:06 a.m. because they are on the west, whereas these on the east are getting less sun at this time. However, once we hit about 12 noon or 1 p.m., we'll definitely see all these around 250 to 300. So this has been SolarEdge's monitoring platform on your phone. You have full access to this 24/7 to monitor your situation. And if you ever see an outage or your current power goes to 0 during the day, always feel free to call us here at Alternative Solar, and we'd be happy to help you.